guys. Welcome. I just posted a reading. It was really about abundance and it was based around the Abraham Hicks cards. I think they're meant to be about money, but to me, it's just about pentacles. So go ahead and check out the previous reading. Right now, I talked a little bit about that in that reading that I had read into the energy of these orbs at the beginning of the new year, and I have had some shadow banning. So I thought I haven't actually really dug into why YT did that, and I also wanted to let you guys know that I am likely going to either get onto Rumble or BitChute, and that is so that we can dig into some topics that we can't dig into here. I am also going to be setting up a Patreon account, and the Patreon account is so that I can work more closely with you guys and we can start working together doing actual energy work together rather than just doing these readings because the idea is that you listen to a reading and then you take some guidance from that and then you apply that to your practice. That's how I use other people's readings, right? But I feel like some of the stuff that I want to talk about, I would like it to be behind a paywall, not really because I want to be paid, but because I want the right people with the right intentions involved. And well, if you just pump it out to the internet, then anybody can click, and there's lots of energies that can become involved and entangled. And like I said at the beginning of January, I've only been reading collectively for 3 months. So welcome all of my new subs. I'm so glad to have you. Yes, I'm going to be doing twin flame readings for February. Those will probably come out on Sunday and Monday. They will be readings for the 4 days before Valentine's Day and 3 days after. So the week surrounding Valentine's Day. Now, I was just asking, the whole point of this video is to dig into what the hell happened with the shadow banning. So comments that my friends have made haven't been posted. I had 12 friends. I sent the link out to 20 people. 12 friends replied to me saying that they watched that video. It has not turned up on the ticker. So I'm not seeing it in my analytics. So something is happening there. This Queen of Swords card came out sideways. I am just doing a little reading for myself, and I thought I would share. So the Queen of Swords is about clarity. It's about being above the clouds. So to me, this tells me when it's coming out in the side that there's something still here in the clouds. Let's dig a little bit deeper into that. What is it, Spirit, that is in the clouds? What was going on with the shadow banning? I mean, I didn't even read into the energy of the orbs, right? Okay, the Three of Swords in reverse. And the Mother of Swords. All right, we've got Queen of Swords. Three of Swords in reverse. So Three of Swords is about heartbreak. It can also be about betrayal. So this is saying something about not betraying. What is the Queen of Swords with this owl, with this wisdom? Look at the eyes here. So, what came to me is like Feds, CIA, I don't know. I was like, I looked in her eyes and then I was like 3-letter institutions. So, something about not betraying 3-letter institutions. Why? Because I didn't even read in. I was like, let's read into the orbs. And then it's like, Spirit's like, oh, you're not reading into those orbs today. Why did I still get the ban? Not betraying. So the reason I got banned is because they don't want me to betray 3-letter institutions, but they should have been able to look at the transcript and tell that I actually didn't do anything. I need more information here. Moving on. Confusion. Not being able to see with the Two of Swords in reverse a third way. Man, I know so many people who actually do like government. It's not. I don't follow them intensely. I know of 4 people who actually read into government stuff. They do justice readings. They do government readings. So moving on to calmer grounds. There's confusion about not, but it can be multiple options. Here she has to make the decision. She has to find the middle way. She has to find the new way. She's stuck because she's blindfolded because she thinks that she has to go left or right, and she doesn't see that there's a third path. It's about breaking out of that duality. Go ahead and post in the comments if you have any downloads for me. Like, I am not getting anything here, Spirit. Like, I honestly am not. This rarely happens to me. I am not getting any, like, I would have to make up a message based on the imagery in the cards. I'm not getting any downloads. Like, that's how I read, right? I read intuitively. I know the meanings of the cards. I can make up a story here if I want, but that's not what I want to be doing. I want, when I read, it's like words come to me and then stories form, and that I'm not getting that right now. So I'm going to try another deck. All right, let's clarify here. Let's actually clarify with this guy. This live streaming is not going so well. I'm going to use ingestion is using primary URL. I don't know what's going on. This live streams last year without any of these errors, without any of these interruptions, and now since I've had the shadow ban, this is my second, and I'm getting all these errors. I know my ping rate is great. My Wi-Fi right now is off the charts. Like, I've got really good speeds. We have got the Ace of Portals, Star Nursery. This is such a beautiful card. Look at this. Stars are born. And we have this suspended one, Hanged Man. It says Celestial Tree of the Infinite Akash. So my question was about the shadow banning. So we started off here in the clouds. Why? Because it came out sideways when it fell on the table. So Queen of Swords is about clarity. It was saying that something about in the clouds. I'm asking about the shadow banning. Not hurting 3-letter institutions. Then I had this weird message that I couldn't get anything from. I am getting stuff from these 2 cards, so thank you, Spirit. And then I got this 6 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 2 of Swords in reverse, which is moving on from confusion. Something about not finding a middle way or not getting out of duality consciousness or something. But we've got the Ace of Portals. This is the opportunity for enlightenment. The opportunity for enlightenment. Well, the opportunity for enlightenment is really just the fact that I know, and 11:11 on the timer, I know that YouTube wants to keep everybody in the clouds. So, all right. This is, hence the BitChute, hence the Rumble accounts, hence the Patreon accounts. All right. So we already know. I don't know. They must have some really good. It must have just been a shadow ban based off of some AI scraping, because if they had actually looked into the reading and digested the reading and understood the reading, they would have understood that there was actually nothing about the orbs really in there other than a note that I didn't have. It was going to cause too much karma to my ancestor line for me to dig into that. So we took that reading another way. Obviously, the AI didn't pick up on that. It must have just been reading the titles and the subtext. Yeah. So all this reading is saying to me is that you know what YouTube is about. And you know their connectedness to not wanting to hurt these 3-letter institutions, and that I really shouldn't be in 2 minds about it. Move away from confusion, and the opportunity for enlightenment is right here. So this is a pretty clear and succinct message now that we've opened up to it. Look, what are we going to do? This is actually a really important point, and it is part of why I, with this channel, the New Earth Collective, we have to start taking back our power. And freedom of speech and technical sovereignty is a huge thing for me. I didn't have a YouTube account. I didn't have a PayPal account. I use open source technology. I run off of Linux. I'm really into my sovereign tech space. Like that is my space. I don't have socials, personal socials. I did start a Facebook group for Goddess Illuminated, which is the New Earth Collective group, but I haven't actually jumped on and done anything because I don't want to. I actually am looking for a community manager. So shout out to anybody who wants to be a community manager. Ping me. My email is, if you go to my first video and look at the drop down, that you can find all of my contact details in there. If you are interested in becoming a community manager on the Facebook group for this collective, as potentially a way, if you're not really yet ready to do big long readings yourself, or you just want to dabble around with working with collective energies, let me tell you, it is a interesting experience. Definitely takes your spiritual practice to a new level. All right, so we know what it is. It's really telling us that these big tech companies, particularly in social media, are not the correct space for us to have open and transparent conversations where we can talk about things really left field, have really interesting esoteric explanations for things. Maybe we want to talk about aliens, right? Maybe we want to talk about things that are not. Maybe we want to talk about some of the spiritual practices of the Agori, Nath, swamis, right? Maybe we want to talk about some tantric rituals, things that would not be comfortable for the mainstream. So, I'm gonna get this Rumble or BitChute set up, and the Patreon. I'll have that set up by February 14th. All right, this was just a little intro for everybody. This is, I read for myself all the time, all day long. And that's how I do readings for myself. So I just wanted to dig in for myself and find out exactly what was happening with the shadow band there. But we already knew. We already knew. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next reading.